There have been two really memorable weather events in my life. One of them was in 1983 in Melbourne, when it was an extremely dry summer and a really, really hot sunny day when all of a sudden the light just went away. It was like someone had turned the sun off. And the sky looked like a massive thunderstorm was coming in at first. But then when you looked, there weren't actually clouds there. And it turned out it was the massive dust storm that hit Melbourne in February 1983. And I think the media photos of that are amongst the most incredible weather images I've ever seen anywhere. And that includes, all the photos churned out by Tornado Alley aficionados in the US. But by far the most, this also involves hail, by the way, the most incredible weather event I've actually ever experienced was in Sydney in April 1999. And I remember it really well because I was sitting at my desk looking out towards Botany Bay, and it was April and there weren't any storms forecast, but there was a massive lightning show I could see in the distance, and I thought, wow, it actually seems to be coming closer, but there was no warning of anything coming up on the news. And then I thought that there must have, I lived opposite the Sydney Cricket Ground at the time, and I thought there must have been a rugby game or a footy game that I didn't know about. Because suddenly in the grandstands, there were, it was like everyone stomping their feet at once. I looked outside and saw that was actually huge rocks falling from the sky. They didn't resemble hail at all. And within another minute, every house in my street, I assumed, because I went out afterwards and saw, and my car, everything was damaged by these massive hailstones. I just missed being cut by glass as the back window flew out. And the incredible severity of that storm and its persistence, it lasted for 30 to 40 minutes, was truly terrifying. I mean, literally hearing bits of the house smash around you and realising that this was a storm, but what on earth was it doing here now? And certainly the aftermath of that, when everyone just walked out into the street and people were kind of silent and just staring at each other. What did we just experience?